वन यहाँ पे आएगा, बिल्कुल सी यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा, और भी नहीं आएगा यहाँ पे 1 2 3 6 7 फिर भी आ सकते हैं। So anyone champion in Sudoku here?
My mom.
क्या champion?
मेरी मम्मी अपने टाइम पे नेशनल स्कॉलर
हाँ मेरे को लगा था अच्छा जिसको पता है नेशनल तुम्हारे अच्छे से Sudoku
मैं अभी मेरी मम्मी को बोलूंगी ना सुडोकू सॉल्व करने कॉल पर शी विल बी ओवरजॉयड विद एंथुसियाज्म खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा निकाल निकाल मेरे को मेरी मम्मी से थोड़ा बहुत आता है सुडोकू ओके होमी इज नेशनल कुछ तो नेशनल से वेरी गुड उन्होंने खेला है उसके बाद ब्याह हो गया उसका फ्राइडे फ्राइडे आ गया एक्चुअली नहीं मेरी मम्मी को तो लेफ्ट राइट नहीं लिखना मुझे फॉन्ट बनाना चाहिए ठीक है मुझे एंजाइटी हो जाती है मुझे एंजाइटी हो जाती है जब एक नंबर कितना हो जाता है
ये पोजीशन इसके एंड के मैं
वन हो गया टू को बहुत
ये ब्लैक के साइड से ब्लैक हो गया ये ब्लैक के साइड से
इसे यहां पे क्यों वापस साइड में
अच्छा ब्लैक तो ये कौन सा है तो मैं लोकल गेम में नाइट और पॉन तो मैं जीत रहा
तो मैं 7 सब कुछ ट्राई कर लिया
संदीदी तुझे शुरू कर है
अगं 7
कुठे
इकडे
तिकडे पण
बघ ना
मैंने इधर क्या
इधर भी तो आ सकता है 7
इधर भी आ सकता है
इसने रुकसैक प्लस के सेम में
वेट खाली कोई ऐसे इसमें एक आग हुई हां से ये वाला ब्लॉक पहले भरो ना उसमें नहीं ये तो म्यूजिक में कौन सा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है
पियानो
और दोनों में आ सकता है
तू कर रही है पियानो को और लेक्चर्स के लिए
मैं
सारी म्यूजिक चल रहा है वो खान का बोले कि तुम लोग लाइक कुछ लिखो ना
एट भी दोनों में आ सकता है
हां
एट में मैं वही चला के और इसमें हो सकता है एक तो रीडो पर पूरा हवा
मैंने हवा नहीं की है मैं
मेरे को पिक्चर
मैं आज मैं गूगल में वेरी इजी शुरू कर रही हूं
पिक्चर खींच के ये सॉल्व करेगी हां सेंड कर ना मेरी मम्मी को हमने ना ऐप डाउनलोड कर दिया था अनलिमिटेड सुडोकू पैटर्न्स वो किसी को एल्गोरिथम से तुम जैसे जैसे प्रोग्रेस करोगे वैसे वैसे और डिफिकल्ट सुडोकू मेरी मम्मी बीट द सिस्टम उन्होंने गेम खत्म कर दिया एक महीने में
ये इधर
यार मेरे को यार मुझे so mathematically smart but she cannot do calculation very well she's just तो पीटी1 के नहीं था ना
और ये आईसीसी के 10th की बैच कितनी अच्छी है
यार है भाई
आईसीसी के 10th की बैच बात कर रही थी उनसे और आपने नीरज को देखा
सुनाती भी अच्छा नहीं है
वो तो फालतू की बातें करता है
हेलो which chapter which one is so
लास्ट क्लास क्या होता है नाज़िज्म और इंटरेस्ट
I meant for you to say Nazism and Nazism.
Anybody is missing?
What you're saying?
One person is missing. And Siddhi is
in the pronunciation
It's a D.
yeah
that is so in between.
Nazism. Where's my new favorite character?
I don't think we should call that simple as swastika. That's not what it is.
Why are you so scientific?
But we should not call it a swastika. It's
swastika.
Hitler's symbol which is tilted at 45 degrees. It's not our swastika. It's not the same.
So we are not like talking about the same. We know that swastika is Hitler. What we use?
We should not call it that.
We can call it that. What it is.
Okay. Fighting के लिए एक टाइम देगा है स्लॉट देगा
All hail Hitler.
all
Hail Hitler.
hate Hitler
Hail. All hail Hitler. And then he rises and shines and then the next generation becomes.
people can't kill
No, not good. Thank you.
May he flourish in whatever universe he is alive. All hail Hitler.
I'm so very agree with you on this.
Mass murderer.
Yes, we love him. Genocide.
Effect of the First World War on German society. We have to start. Effect on
The effects of the war, 67.
I mean,
Always
Page number 67.
very very much behind. They have completed more, I think so.
That is why
It starts from
This person killed Hitler.
It starts from
Hitler was the only person who
That's such a
Yeah.
Hitler killed
Ah.
Hitler.
all hail Hitler.
Yes. Now,
Okay. He's such a mood though. He's such a mood.
I thought that we are ahead, so I just kept it in my mind. Okay, let's see. Effects of war. Which war we are talking about?
First World War.
First World War. So, what were the effects of that First World War? We have to see that the effects as that casualties caused in the war. Casualty means death and the damage. So, men and property, huge loss. That the first time such a long war, that 4 years war. So that is why First World War caused huge human and property loss. But by the time we have seen a new republic has been developed, formed in Germany. What was the name of that government? Weimar Republic. See, we have also seen that this Weimar Republic was infant type only. Why that
It was a very dumb political decision to create the Weimar Republic.
Because they had no idea about
And the people
democracy.
disliked it. The people disliked it. So what was the point of creating such a government that the people did not want?
See, so you want to be a politician or
I like political debates. They strike my interest gravely.
okay.
And if becoming a politician is an actual career
Poli-
option, then
poli-
definitely.
Politician is not a career option.
My plan is that I'll do whatever I do in my life, and after I'm 50 years old, then I'll become
Yeah, then I'll become a youth politician after I'm
Youth
50.
politician after 50 years. Very good.
Rahul Gandhi. I identify as a youth politician.
Okay.
Then
So this Weimar Republic was not in a position to take proper decisions. Why they were not able to take a proper decision? As
They were not aware about
the democratic administration, because they for long time experienced kingship. So the transformation was not very easy, and the time when this government was formed was also not a right time. So because of that, this government was branded as November criminals.
Yeah.
Why they were branded as November criminals?
Ma'am, because they supported the Weimar Republic.
No,
No,
because
no.
it was a derogatory way to refer to the Weimar Republic, and a huge dislike was demonstrated
It
towards
is to refer to the Catholics, the Democrats, and the what was the third one?
basically conservative mindset wale people were called November criminals, right?
Say number why this one? This government was formed in the month of November.
Yeah.
Understood?
And it
So
was
they,
formed primarily
they were branded
And
as
socialists.
criminals.
Yeah,
So they were branded as November criminals because the others have hatred towards this kind of ideology. So that is why they had to suffer huge losses. They only signed the document. What was the document they have signed?
The Treaty of Versailles.
Treaty of Versailles. So that is why they called this republic as
Trisha, can you not move around? It's very distracting.
They didn't call the republic, they called
You
the
don't have
socialists,
penguin.
capitalists and democrats who supported the republic. That's why they called the
it was that republic was formed in November.
yes.
So that is why
Yes.
that government को ही November criminals बोला गया.
इधर क्या है कि those who supported the
That would be no. They were part of that government, republic. So to them, the others called. Okay. Now, German society, how it was affected. See, the war was not a real-time experience for the common people. Common society, when we are hearing about that in our Jammu and Kashmir, terrorist attack is there, war is there.
We are not
So we are not experiencing, no. So we don't have that first-hand experience about it. So these people were also not having such experience. But in order to draw more people into the war, the war is created as a great thing. That impression was created like that. It is a very very great thing, so that they made so much propaganda about war.
Yes, and the media started promoting war and they started placing soldiers above the rest of the.
See, but the reality is something different.
People were suffering more when they were at war.
The suffering we can keep aside. But what was the life of the soldiers? Now you told they were praised.
Especially in the trenches, the life was absolutely horrible.
Trench life. So they created that trench life was something great. But in reality, the soldiers have to stay with that dead bodies only, corpses, eaten by
They had no
rodents.
place to put the.
Why? Actually, they wanted to make another war or engage in another war, prepare for another war. Such propaganda has to be created so that people were going to support that. That was the intention.
Increase recruitment for supporters, right? Army soldiers.
Yes. So many types of police forces and all were recruited because the mindset of the people have to change. That was the basic reason. Okay, you got it? See here, what was that? You may have heard about what was the characteristic of a man? Here, the men should be aggressive, strong, and masculine. What are the So this characteristic you have to write in some answers. I was showing that action only, no? I was showing.
I love that for the men. Strong, yes.
And
they drink Bonvita 3 times a day. Very strong. Nazism. I love history.
Okay. So, what are the characteristics?
Aggressive, masculine, strong,
and strong, masculine. So this kind of propaganda was created. Now, another important that already we have discussed about that trench life. What was the reality also we have seen. Then another important thing they had to face during the First World War was poisonous gas.
Yeah.
First time in the war, the gas chambers was that
In the
Hitler
concentration
introduced.
camps, the gas chambers were
Ah.
different.
So here poisonous gas were used
During
to
the war.
wartime. Okay. So they faced poisonous gas and enemy shelling and witnessed their ranks reduce rapidly. Normally, people were attracted, the soldiers were attracted to join that military because of that good salary, promotion, and the
Respect.
these all things. We are also having high respect to our soldiers. So, this kind of conditions, the reality was different completely. They had to face poisonous gas, enemy shellings, and what was that?
Live in the trench, right?
Right. Aggressive war propaganda and national honor occupied center stage in the public sphere, while popular support grew for conservative dictatorship. What is conservatism? Already we have studied about it.
People like the old order thing.
Old order, that is what a dictatorship.
Yes.
So conservatism prefer kingship.
Yeah.
But here, dictatorship of any kind. One person rule. That is how Hitler came to power. So Hitler did not belong to any royal family.
He was a dictator.
He was the dictator. So a conservative dictatorship. Got it? Because what was that? People realized that a dictator only could take a strong decision. Because otherwise, democracy, we have studied in the previous part of Weimar Republic, we have seen the members have to be discussed. They were never agreed upon.
Yeah.
So this kind of time wasting thing they don't want. So they want a powerful and strong dictator.
People only want dictator.
People want dictators. That way.
Ideal dictatorship. Ideal dictatorship.
No. Here, because of that problems they had faced.
What about it as ideal dictatorship?
See, at that time, democracy just wasn't working.
See,
in the
they had gone through a lot of bitter experiences. And they began to feel that this type of condition only came as a result of democratic ideologies. So, we need a dictator
To
who
solve all the problems.
all the
magically.
problems. Yes, that is what.
That
It
is
was
what they
not.
did.
See, we all know that there is no magic wand to solve that all the
Yeah,
problems.
people need to work on the problems too.
But people thought that some savior will come to save them from all this. Okay. Now, democracy was indeed a young and fragile idea which could not survive the instabilities of interwar Europe. So, what is that? It was between two world wars. That is what interwar.
yes, ma'am.
So, one side war preparation already started. So, other side war trauma they were going through. So, this situation, democracy is not a solution according to the people. They were thinking about a strong dictator who could solve the problems. Now, next two developments I am going to tell in brief only. Because word by word, if you are going, it will be very difficult. You want word by word.
No, it's okay.
So we are talking about economic crisis. Have you heard about this word? Economic
The Great Depression.
Great Depression. Okay. What is
Because
that?
economic crisis is when like the prices rise way too high and the currency value
See,
gets through.
There is a word called inflation.
Yes, ma'am.
Homie just.
What is,
Anurag.
have you heard about the inflation?
Yeah. When everything rises greatly in cost.
Inflation is exactly what I just said.
See, when a balloon is blown, means we blow that balloon, its size is coming, that is a small one only, it will
Inflate.
then suddenly what happened? Burst. This way, artificially something happened in the economy. People, artificial only. See,
There was more production in the western side, and then when there were not enough consumers because the war was over, it led to a crisis because people did not want to sell things for lower prices, and they were just hoarding the supplies, waiting for a time that the prices rise again and they can sell it like manufacturers. That led to a great crisis, leading to inflation of cost of materials in general, and the decrease in the currency's value.
Not just
Yeah.
that, Germany was also printing
Okay.
notes left,
Yeah.
right, and
I'll
center.
tell you.
Germany,
See,
this would be
Now-
the currency.
now, what was the situation? Let us see why it all happened. As she told, Western countries something. Let us see what was it. America in the initial stage was not involved in the war.
Yes, in the First World War.
So 1917 only it engaged in the First World War. Till that time, it was continuously making lot of production.
Yes, ma'am.
So this one, the warring nations they were giving because it was a good opportunity or great opportunity for America to.
You know, America-
So it was called that not just selling, they were lending the things, money also for the war purpose and all.
Economically, America was doing very well during that time.
I'll tell you that is condition at the stage.
Before
So,
the crash happened for different reasons.
see, the condition was that America was not involved, and it was not American government
They were profiting
giving.
off of the war.
In our country, we give money to Bangladesh, we gave money to Sri Lanka, we gave money to other countries. That is, government is giving.
Nepal.
But America, as a capitalist country, individuals were giving. That is, many such private banks were there, national banks were not there. So they were only giving money to European countries. Now European countries easily take it.
They just want money to war.
Because they were completely engaged in the war. All the production was affected. Their area of interest was in the war only. Now, the 1917, one big incident happened that made America to enter in the war.
Make America great again.
One is that Germany sank one ship.
American ship.
American ship, British ship only, in which 128 American. So that was one of the cause. Now, 4 years over, the war was going on. 3 years completely over, and 4th year. So war was going on. If the war continue and these countries, Britain, France, and Russia is not going to win, then the people will not get back their money.
Yeah.
This made America to enter into. अभी मैंने दे दिया तुमको तो मेरे को वापस मिलेगा ना.
Yeah, I want to
वापस
interest on
मिलने
that.
के लिए आप लोग जीतना चाहिए. So that is why America thought that by helping them only they can win the war. That is why these are the two reasons which made America to enter into the
Number
war.
one, the ship sinking, and number two, the getting back of the lended money.
Loans which have been paid. Now, okay, America entered and somehow they managed.
America came in late and saved the Allies in both world wars.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
If America wasn't a part of any of the world wars, the results would be so much different.
Yes. Otherwise, Germany would have been.
Yeah,
German
Germany
side.
was a clear winner until USA came.
Yes. Both the sides. But the Second World War, Soviet Union played a major role.
Yes.
That is
USSR,
Ah.
actually,
yes.
USSR was the prime reasoning for the war.
Yes.
Apart from China.
Okay.
And Hitler's big blunder was invading the US.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is there. No, we will see. Now you got that America enter into the war because of getting back the loans. Now somehow war got over. Somehow. That is what they have tried so many methods.
But somehow magically,
It ended. Now when the war got over, the country started to regain their economy.
Yeah.
Means they
Production
started
started all over.
agricultural production and all they began to start. Once they start their production, they stop buying from
America.
this irritated them because the whole things were kept
Ready.
to sell these European countries, but now they are not in need of.
How disappointing.
That means American economy was capitalist economy. They always want the profit.
In weak country.
So they want only that profit. So you are having that one example I am giving. You are having a house to sell. Okay. So that somebody came and that is bargain for that. But you are telling if I get 1 crore, then only I will sell. By the time the other person getting it for 75 lakh, that you are the loser. So that person was ready to give. You think that okay, I will sell it at 1 crore only. You are not ready to come down. Understood? The same thing happened here. Stockpiles of things are there, but they were not ready to sell at lower prices. Now the situation. This is the world situation. One side. Let us see the situation of Germany. Germany, according to the treaty, had to pay a huge compensation.
6 billion.
Now, yes, her territories were taken away. Sir gold mines and all the iron mines.
They had to pay a huge amount of water pressure. And at one point, when they were unable to pay, France occupied the main industrial area called the road to claim their coal product.
Already, according to the treaty, it was
Everything was given already. What else?
France was given.
Yes,
That is, our coal mines and all were given to France. And the Rhine Valley was the richest province that was also given under the control of France and supervised by League of
And
Nations.
Germany was supposed to demilitarize the Rhine.
Yes. That now League of Nations had to take care of this one, but the League of Nations just have a blind eye to this one only. Let these countries do whatever they want. That was their attitude. Okay, let's see. Now, if they don't have anything, how can they pay back all this?
Yes, sir. And that is
So,
why America had to come in with the Davos plan to save them.
That plan did not work out, no?
It didn't work out because of the depression.
So Germany was trying to recover from. How can it come out? You just try to understand. If currency has to be minted, that much value gold barrels to be kept as security. Understood? When our Reserve Bank is minting the currency, that is 1 lakh, that is 500 rupees. 1 lakh currency notes of 500 rupees. That much value gold barrels have to be kept as security. Reserve Bank.
But why?
Why? That is what if that paper currency, that there are all the possibilities that some people will imitate and make the same way. We cannot understand whether it is a real currency or that other. Common people are not able to. And when such notes are coming in the market, then the false currency only will be circulated. The value is not there. So in order to safeguard that, if that one is there, government can withdraw that one, and security is already there. mean आप लोग लोन लेने के लिए बैंक में जाए, लोन लेने के लिए क्या देने का, सिक्योरिटी देने का ना, कोलैटरल देने का, उसको बोलते हैं कोलैटरल. Okay, whatever you are purchasing, if you are purchasing a car will be the collateral. Till that time, the main document of the car will be in the bank custody. You will get the money. You have to pay back fully, then only that proper paper will be in your hand. So this way, that is why it is kept as security, or it is called as security. Now, Germany, they find it very difficult. So that time, Germany started making paper currencies.
Yes, when they started printing currency.
So the value of that currency is 0.
Yes, ma'am. Because like there are so many notes in circulation, but the amount of people is still the same.
When you are taking, that is a 500 rupee note. So it is written 500 rupee. So it is the face value. What is that? It is called as face value. But the real value is something that with that 500 rupee, what you can buy. Earlier, 1 rupee, we could purchase so many things. But now this 500 rupee, if we are going to market, now that prices, some of the things have come down. Otherwise, with that 200 rupee tomato, 1 kilo tomato we can purchase. Then 2-3 things, that is kela, 1 dozen kela, 60 rupees. So like that 2-3 things only we can get for that 500 rupees. So the real value of this 500 is very less. Okay.
When in comparison to it's 85 rupees is $1. 82. Around that.
So that Germany began to mint currency notes. So some pictures are there in your textbook also. A truck full of currency notes were taken to buy a loaf of bread.
Yes.
You just imagine the weight of that currency note is bigger than that loaf of bread. That also not getting. This type of condition.
And the problem is that because the government is printing so much money, there's so much money in circulation, so that the value of money itself is being diluted.
People should have something. So there was
money was becoming less valuable because there's becoming more and more of it.
I told the same thing only, no? It is called hyperinflation. The value is not there. Second thing, along with that, they had to pay that indemnity. From where they will get money, that all things are lost from them. That is what coal mines, iron ore mines, everything. Next is that people lost jobs. Unemployment was a common problem. People used to stand on the roads hanging that banner that is ready to do it, willing to do any work. So this type
and a lot of the youth who were unable to find jobs, they turned to a criminal life.
See, in order to eat, recently, I think you might have read in the news, one beggar beggar.
Beggar.
In India, he was having 81 crore ka property hai.
Damn beggar.
Beggar.
He's still begging.
Still, directly he is not begging. He appointed somebody to beg and उसका 10% लेता है. ये beggars को accommodate करने के लिए flat लिया है और flat में रहने को देता है. Means sophisticated begging. He was caught.
It's illegal, right? It's illegal.
Yeah.
Begging means if you are not having anything and
If you are poor, then you should beg.
81 crore ka beggar.
It will become a news, that big news, and he was caught because he was having all the that papers of that his ownership of flats. This crore ka khar leta hai. Means many other activities are also there, but his brand name is beggar. Understood. So, why I told that thing, they don't have any work to do. So they enter into criminal activities. Understood. That किसी को मार डाल के भी कुछ खाने को मिलेगा तो चलेगा. That was the condition.
And they were not able to find a job. So what were they ever going to do?
See, that is why they thought that if they kill somebody, they will get something to eat at least.
They
For
didn't
survival.
have much other choice anyways.
That is sort of for survival purpose. Did you get all these things, the conditions together? Okay.
This is how bad the situation was.
Now, I think you take some 5 minutes to read
I have a doubt.
economic crisis in Germany after First World War, the years of depression, impact of great economic depression in Germany. Okay, you just read it, and if any doubt is there, you ask. Then we will proceed.
I have a doubt. If there are if people are unable to find jobs and there are very less workers in the country, how will the country function if not that many people are working as there should be?
See, some people are engaged in some kind of government job. They get very less salaries, but with that they could not survive also. But still, that way activities were going on. They were trying to recover from that. Understood? The government was trying to bring some normalcy, but every thing was failing. Read it. Yes. Okay, you do one thing. One topic you read aloud. So from you it is.
Economic crisis in Germany after First World War, political radicalization was only heightened by the economic crisis of 1923. Germany had fought the war largely on loans and had to pay war reparations in gold.
War reparation means that one 6 billion. That is what reparation means, that as a compensation what they have to pay. And what way they had to pay? In gold.
Yeah. This depleted.
At a time where already there were very little resources, they were losing even more resources.
This depleted gold reserves at a time resource was scarce. In 1923, Germany refused to pay, and France occupied its leading industrial area, Ruhr, to claim their coal.
So, world's richest called mine is Ruhr region. Okay, Ruhr, R-U-H-R.
And it's Germany's leading industrial area.
Not just Germany's, world also. Because in India, Damodar region is compared.
Actually, this one only I was saying earlier that Germany was unable to pay at one point, and then
Okay. I understand. Yes, yes. No, we have to complete. We are very.
Germany retained passive resistance and printed paper currency recklessly. With too much printed money in circulation, the value of German mark fell. In April, the US dollars was equal to 24,000 marks. In July, 350,000 marks. In August,
That is good. So means there is no value for currency.
4,621,000.
You don't read. That is no need to write.
The figure had run into trillions. As the value of mark collapsed, prices of goods soared.
So what was the name of the currency?
Marks.
Marks? No, mark.
Also imagine
Marks.
a single dollar equal to trillions of.
But they have written marks. So hey, it is more than one. Okay. Yeah, like dollar and dollars.
Rupee and rupees.
No.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
I don't agree with you.
You just read it.
The image of Germans carrying cartloads of currency notes to buy a loaf of bread was widely publicized, evoking worldwide sympathy. This crisis came to be known as hyperinflation.
So what is hyperinflation? In your textbook, that definition is there. You have to learn it. Page number, textbook page number 54. See, the image of Germans carrying cartloads of currency notes to buy a loaf of bread was widely publicized, evoking worldwide sympathy. This crisis came to be known as hyperinflation, a situation when prices rise phenomenally high. Understood? Definition you have to learn. Okay.
Eventually, the Americans intervened and bailed Germany out of the crisis by introducing the race plan.
What was the plan America introduced to save slaves?
Which removes the terms of inflation to ease the financial burden of the Germans.
Next.
The years of depression. The years between 1924 and 1928 saw some stability, yet this was built on sand. German investment.
What is it called built on sand?
It's not
That seashore when we are making the
German investments and industrial recovery were totally dependent on short-term loans, largely from the USA. This support was withdrawn when the Wall Street Exchange crashed in 1929.
What is Wall Street?
The stock exchange.
What is the stock exchange of India called?
NSE.
Bombay. Earlier Bombay. That is good. So when it crashed in 1929. So the real beginning of the Great Depression was in 1929. But the situation already started.
Yeah, years before that.
Continue.
Fearing of falling prices, people made frantic efforts to sell their shares. On a single day, 24 October, 30 million shares were sold. This was the start of Great Economic Depression. Over the next 3 years, between 1929 and 1932, the national income of USA fell by half. Factories shut down, exports fell, farmers were badly hit, and speculators withdrew their money from the market. The effect of this recession in the US economy were felt worldwide.
So what is the situation of Great Depression? First is stock market crash. Then after that, what all things factories shut down.
And people were trying to frantically sell their shares in different
only that the situation cannot be called as Great Depression. If you are selling the shares, that cannot be called as Great Depression. It is a series of events. Understood? So, it is started as a result of overproduction. things are piled up. Go.
Bye, Trisha.
Bye. So, as a result of overproduction, this happened. See, if you try to understand one of the situation in America at that time, 1920 onwards, mass production. That time only Henry Ford introduced that Ford car. Understood? So you cannot imagine in 2 minutes one car was coming out. 2 minutes. So like that, how much cars were produced in a day of minimum 10 hours? So that way mass production. Like in every area, mass production was there. Now mass production can be survived when there is mass consumption. And people were forced to purchase the things in that way, that is weekly they pay. We used to have
But
that.
why were they producing so much like overproduction?
Because it was due to the war. Previously they had more consumers.
So actually that a new industry, Detroit, they have made a new method of production.
Detroit was primarily producing cars, right?
That's what I have Ford cars idea. No? So they started like this way, and people got jobs. भी आपको जॉब मिल रहे हैं, इतना अच्छा वेजेस मिल रहे हैं, तो आप ज्वाइन करेगा, तो आपको ऑफर मिलेगा, आप ज्वाइन करेगा तो इतना एक वीक में इतना पैसा मिलेगा, तो you are getting money to purchase houses and consumer durables on higher purchase basis. अभी पैसा नहीं देने का, weekly this much
EMI.
So people started purchasing so many things. Houses were purchased, all consumer durables were purchased. So their life was a different way at that time. Suddenly, when this crash came, then they were trying to sell off their things and have something to eat. अभी कार मैन्युफैक्चरर को कार ही है, इसका फूड किधर मिलेगा?
Eat the car, homie. Just
so this was the difference. That is what the disadvantage of capitalist system. पैसा हाथ में है, but पैसा से खरीदने को नहीं मिलता है. Unless you get profit, you will not sell it.
Yeah.
See, this way, overproduced things are there. In our country, what is that? When there is some calamity or something, the government used to supply grains, food grains, at least khana khao, khake baito. Yes. But in such a capitalist economy, they will not think about that way. Government के पास कुछ नहीं है. अभी आप दोगे, आपका वो तो घर में ग्रैनरी में इतना भर के है, आप फ्रीली नहीं देगा. गवर्नमेंट के पास भी नहीं होता है. Continuously, this factories closed, people become job unemployed, then like that one after another, a chain of events. Together it is known as
the Great Depression. It's like a domino effect that happens.
Maybe. So what happened? It was not of 1 year.
It was of 3
years. 1929 to 1935.
Like one event leads to the another, and then like it's like spirals out of control.
But afterwards, nothing is there.
Yes.
They were trying to sell off their house and get something, but nobody is there to buy.
Yes.
You are also coming to sell. You are also coming. You are also coming. Everyone is.
No one is buying.
It is like the entrepreneur problem that we are facing, that everybody wants to start a business, but there is nobody to consume that anymore.
So mass production can be worked out when there is mass consumption. These things are there, but somebody have to purchase. that टमाटर का भाव 200 हो गया, so we are thinking that okay, without tomato we will. The shopkeeper have already paid that money and brought it.
They are not thinking everybody is gonna not buy.
So everybody thinking that okay, tomato नहीं होएगा तो भी चलेगा. So his things will get spoiled. This is what the effect.
Loss of investment.
So these all things cannot be stored for long time.
Can't we just freeze them?
That in the shop there is no such a freezing system. Cold storage is required. See, we cannot keep it in that way. Cold storages are required. There is a small shopkeeper where the cold storage is. So this way, so many such kind of activities are problems were there. Okay, next one.
Impact of Great Economic Depression on Germany. The German economy was worst hit by the economic crisis. By 1932, industrial production was reduced to 40% of the 1929 level. Workers lost their jobs or were paid reduced wages. The number of unemployed touched an unprecedented 6 million.
Just imagine 6 million unemployed people in Germany.
What was the population?
That's like more population than the entire Europe.
So that time they were having only 23 million or like that. Out of the 23, 6 million are
On the streets of Germany, you could see men with placards around their necks saying, willing to do any work. Unemployed youths paid cards or simply sat at street corners or desperately queued up at the local employment exchange. As jobs disappeared, the youth took to criminal activities and total despair became commonplace. This economic crisis created deep anxieties and fears in people. The middle classes, especially salaried employees and pensioners, saw their savings diminish when the currency lost its value. Small businessmen, the self-employed and retailers suffered as their businesses got ruined. These sections of society were filled with the fear of
proletarianization
and anxiety of being reduced to the ranks of the working class or worse still, the unemployed. Only organized workers could manage to keep their heads above water, but unemployment weakened their bargaining power. Big business was in crisis. The large mass of peasantry was affected by a sharp fall in agricultural prices, and women, unable to fill their children's stomachs, were filled with a sense of deep despair.
Okay, you got it, no? Yeah. Next.
People lost confidence in Weimar Republic. Politically, the Weimar Republic was fragile. The Weimar Constitution had some inherent defects, which made it unstable and vulnerable to dictatorship.
So what were the inherent effects of Weimar Republic? Underline the points and your answer should be there. What are the inherent? No, I was just laughing because one after another asking. No, that is. Next answers you people.
One was proportional representation. This made achieving a majority by any one party a near impossible
This answer to be written.
Yeah.
The people lost
Yeah, this we did this chapter in class.
That is why Weimar Republic was unpopular.
Okay. Another defect was Article 40A, which gave the president the powers to impose emergency, suspend civil rights, and rule by decree. Within its short life, the Weimar Republic saw 20 different cabinets lasting on average 239 days and a liberal use of Article 48. Yet the crisis could not be managed. People lost confidence in the democratic parliamentary system, which seemed to offer no solution.
Okay, you understood what were the defects of Weimar Republic? So
it was from the beginning itself, they shouldn't have imposed such a democracy which was so fragile.
But
What else?
was there any solution?
They would have enforced dictatorship, which could have worked so much better than the Weimar Republic.
Doesn't this happen?
Yeah,
Takes time.
See, war got over. Somebody has to sign the document. It was a force.
Can't
We
they
used to
be
tell
military?
that temporarily made a shelter like that.
Military rule would have been so much better.
Who was that in military at that time?
There were so many officials in
They were
military.
the only female people. Like military guys only, ex-military officials were the only women.
They
So
were
many-
not the only people. in
Socialists, communists, and all the people joined together. They
Not
thought that
organized thing.
Yeah.
see,
It was a very unorganized
Yeah.
plan to create a
You-
democracy in such short period.
now that is why when we study about India, already that preparation started early.
Yeah, years ago the framework was made.
So then handing over of power was easy.
Students for 2 years.
Ah.
3 years.
3 years that the preparation of the constitution, but before itself, 1928, Motilal Nehru and all that they prepared
The framework for the constitution.
Okay. So that I think the second lesson we have studied, no, constitutional design.
No,
You don't tell me.
we haven't done civics second chapter.
Then where I have taught, I don't know. Don't you?
No, constitution is that we did not thoda sa.
No, we did first chapter thoda sa. Civics we haven't done anything.
Oh.
I think
We started with the thoda sa, the Zimbabwe wala chapter, na, when they were pointing fingers at other countries and saying how India has done better than. We have only done the first. Yeah.
See, what democracy, why democracy, I have taught, no, the advantage, merits,
what
demerits,
democracy, why democracy?
that is first lesson.
Yeah, but it was not complete.
Not completed thoda sa.
We only started via yeah. By democracy, we only started because we had my exam and then we never continued with it.
Hmm?
Anurag phone.
Anurag.
Anurag, your phone.
Your
is ringing.
phone is ringing.
Or someone's phone ringing like that.
Anugrah.
Anubrata, his best friend. Why do you call him? He knows
Okay.
I'm going to treat him, so I call him.
Okay. So anyhow, we have to be very fast. Then only, huh? I don't know. Some days, no, I did not get also.
Yeah, a lot of lectures there was alleged 2 hours.
Then how about-
Why? What was the purpose of that?
Bhaiyas only doing all this.
The bell is manual, so sometimes you human error happens.
Okay, then do one thing.
We'll Usain Bolt the
See,
syllabus.
you just read and come so that fast we can complete it. Huh?
We'll Usain Bolt the syllabus.
You are a dancer.
No, I have left dance class so I couldn't go back.
So what are you doing after?
Nothing. You wanna hang out? You don't have to. It's so lost.
Ma'am, in our school we completed electoral